Hey guys, I'm Paul from Glass Tides, and today we're going to be going behind the lyrics of our first single, Wake Me Up. Wake Me Up is about feeling stuck in a bit of a rut, like you're going around in circles, kind of like you're digging yourself deeper and deeper into a hole that you feel like you can't get out of, and you're not sure if you ever will get out of it. I actually can't even remember. Usually the process is like one day of kind of getting everything together, so we'll kind of get all the ideas, get a lot of the melodies and the lyrics down in that one day, and then it kind of drags out from there. It'll be like listening to it the next day, coming back to it a week later, making edits and stuff, so it kind of goes out over a month or so. That's a good question. No, I think my favourite line from Wake Me Up is honestly the first line, because it's kind of what sparked the whole idea for it, but the first line that says, "When does it end?" Because it actually came from George, our drummer, who said it one night when he was just absolutely spinning out and was wondering, like, looking up into the sky and wondering, like, when does it end? Like, where does it go? Like, kind of thing. I kind of just pivoted it into just a little bit of how I was feeling at the time, a bit of feeling a bit stuck and complacent, and kind of wanting to shake up my own routine and kind of get things, like, just take a different path with my life. My inspiration behind the song is, well, it started with that lyric and that line kind of that I heard from George about when does it end, and it kind of turned into just me questioning my life and where I was at in my life at that point, and kind of thinking, am I stuck in this same routine forever, or is there a way to change it? Is there a way to be better? So that's kind of where the inspo came from. This definitely was a reflection of what I was going through at the time. This song kind of started off the album because it was one of the first ones we wrote. And it kind of just took that direction, like going forward through the album as well, like just wanting to progress in life, I guess, and not wanting to get held down by anything, and not wanting to let anything like stop you or get in your way, and kind of just wanting to be, like, you know, happy in the job that you're in, and happy in the life that you're living, as hard as it like can be sometimes to be like stoked on your job and stuff like that. But yeah. When does it end? That was my thought process at the time. Like, I was not happy in a job, so I was like, oh fuck it, I gotta quit that job, and I need to like put myself in danger zone, like if you know, maybe I won't earn enough money that week or something, but as long as I've kind of got that the fear of not having something is pushing me to strive for like something better. I think people my age would definitely be able to relate to this song. I think coming into like your late 20s, you start to be like, oh shit, am I supposed to be like somewhere else in my life? Like, you start seeing people on Facebook getting married or like having kids, and you're like, oh man, here I am sitting in my studio writing songs, so like, where should I be? But yeah, definitely. I hope people can relate. Everyone in Glass Tides is 29 actually, so we're on the verge of hitting 30, so yep. Yeah, definitely coming I guess towards your 30s, I feel like everyone just gets that pressure thrown on them. It's kind of like leaving high school. You're like, oh, am I meant to go to uni, or am I meant to get a job? Like, what the world is like putting all this pressure on you. I feel like it kind of comes back around when you're coming into your 30s and you're like, am I meant to get married? Am I meant to have kids? Like, am I allowed to just go and travel? Or like, what is, you know, there are no rules, but everyone kind of feels that pressure. The process of writing lyrics for me, it kind of happens sporadically throughout the writing of the song. I always start with music first. On a rare occasion, I'll have more so a melody idea, not so much lyrics. But then once the song starts kind of taking form and the melody starts taking form, then the idea of lyrics come. But while I'm writing it, the kind of music will give me an idea of what I want the song to be about. It'll kind of steer me in a direction of like, if it's going to be, you know, have a positive outcome or not a positive outcome, or if it's going to be, it'll just kind of, yeah, take me in the right direction, and then I'll just draw on things that have happened around me. I started writing Wake Me Up, I think it was just with the guitar riff from the first verse, so it's actually pretty like put back in the mix now, so it's not kind of as predominant as like I'd originally imagined it to be throughout that verse, but then once kind of everything started building on it, it kind of just, everything sort of took over and built upon that. But yeah, there's a riff that travels throughout the first verse only actually, that was the starting point of the song. Nope. I fucked it up anyway. If there was anything to take away from it, is that no matter how like deep a hole you dig or how dark it gets, there is a solution. It's kind of just figuring out, like identifying what is the problem. Is it you? Is it the people around you? Is it how you're, you know, just how you're progressing through life? Just figuring out what it is, and then doing your best to put in the work to fix that problem. Oh, what a weird question. I don't know if I got out of my hole. I don't think that's the whole point. It's not like I don't think anyone ever gets out of their hole. I think everyone should always be striving to, like, you know, wanting to do better and trying to achieve more. So I feel like I'm happy with forever being in my hole, as long as I'm always pushing forward and getting like a little bit further out every time. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you enjoyed what you hear, please head on over to Instagram and Spotify and hit those follow buttons. Shoot us a message and let us know what you think.